Hello good sirs, and welcome to my presentation today. As you can see on screen, we have my product, and if I just turn over to the next slide, here we go. We can see exactly what it does. It does everything you could ever ask, and here what it is. You know, I really hate clicking. I don't know. What can I do to save myself from bending over? Okay, today we are going to be showing you exactly how to make a Clickit for £5. So, to start off in making our Clicker, the first thing that we will need is a mouse. And that's about it. We will want it wired, as we can see on this one here. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to be wanting to take the bottom screw out with a screwdriver. As you can see underneath, there will be a little screw in the bottom of the mouse. My screws come out, but yours should be embedded firmly in somewhere about there. Okay, so we're going to want to take your screwdriver and just like pull it out and set that screw to one side. As you can see, there's a cross on the top of the screw, so yeah. Okay, you could also have a screw there or there in your mouse, depending on what your make is. So take the top off, and straight away inside you can see all the components. Well, there's not many there. We have a range of things, including the ball, which you're going to have to take out unless yours is an LED mouse, where you have the little light coming off the bottom, which would be about there. Anyway, inside the mouse you'll just have one tiny circuit board about that big, which you can just take out, and then you can put the rest of the mouse away. There will also be a scroll wheel, which will come out like that. Now, as you can see on the circuit board, there's hardly anything there, except for the left click, the right click, the scroll click, and a couple of resistors, one there, and the little communication unit from mouse to computer, telling the computer exactly what you're doing. So, as you can see, my left click is completely disabled, so we're going to be reverting to right click when we get it onto the computer later on. So, the first thing you're going to have to do is, you're going to have to get that mouse wire and shove it through that hole there, which is pretty much useless. So, if we take the end of the wire, which is about there, as you can see mine is PS2, although most these days are probably going to be USB. We're going to be shoving that through that little useless hole there, just to tidy it up really, and I'm going to spin on until after I have tidied it up. When we get to here, the wire will just like pop through the hole. Now it looks as though it's going to be delicate, but the wires are usually quite strong despite what they look like. Anyway, now we have it there. It'll be able to fit through your fingers like that, and just leave the circuit board in the palm of your hand, sneakily hidden away, so you can click away with one of your fingers or your thumb or whatever you decide it to have. You can have it like that, which will give you more leverage for your thumb, so you can click on the right click button. Now you can put a case on your thingy, or well, you're going to have to keep them open for those buttons depending on which one that you use, or you can just keep it open in your hand. Now, because mine's a PS2 connection and most laptops are USB compatible only, I'm going to have to grab myself one of, wait for it, these. It's a USB to PS2 cable which you can buy for approximately £5, which is where the £5 comes from. Now there's a big chunky thing which I don't know what it is. We have the keyboard PS2 connector and the mouse PS2 connector and the USB thing. Now I'm just going to crack that open and throw away that, and I'm going to read, well, hold on, put that back. I'm going to read on the back of this, see what it says. It's a USB to PS2 cable. The PS2 USB cable allows you to use your PS2 compatible mouse and keyboard as USB compatible device. Can I just say the English on here is terrible? Hold on, compatible mouse and keyboard as USB compatible. They spelled the word compatible wrong. Right there. On the exact same line that they spelled it right. These people must be idiots. The person typing this must have just been typing away blindly and just sent it out to print and shipment without even proofreading it. Nobody proofread this. These people are complete idiots. Can I just see who the company is? Okay, there's no company. It just says made in China. That is despicable. Anyway, so we're going to connect our connector to the end of the clicker. So get the green one, put it in the green slot with the flat end up and push it together, and it's ready to go on your laptop. Awesome. Right, so when you're on your computer, what you want to do is you want to go into Start and go into Control Panel, which is usually situated there on Vista or 7, or if you're on XP then it'll be about there somewhere. So we're going to load up Control Panel by clicking on it like so. There we go. And because my computer's slow, the icon's going to take ages to load up, so we'll just wait for those. There we go. And so then you're going to want to go into Mouse, which is there. It looks like a mouse. And because we're on trackpad at the moment, we're going to want to change that to other pointing devices. So if you go onto there, click, you can see a picture of a mouse, and we put it on left-handed because the left click is broken. So we're going to want to make the right click the primary click so that everything will flick through it correctly. If yours isn't broken, then you can keep it on right-handed and it should all work well. Now we're going to input the little device. As you can see, it's spinning around there. Woohoo! Yay! And then we are going to put it onto, well, we're going to use the trackpad to move along, and then we'll see if the click function works. So back into other pointing devices, and then if we go over there and, well, we should click on it and see what happens. So if we click, hey, it works. And back onto left-handed and click with the trackpad. Yay! And then back onto right-handed and right-click with the mouse. And then back onto left-handed and right-click with the mouse, and it should come up with what's this. Woohoo! Yay! So that works perfectly well. Now, it should work pretty well for your presentation, or whatever you need a clicker for, maybe a slideshow. What we're going to have to do, just leave this up, and then close Control Panel, like so. Maybe you want to do it with the clicker. Test it out, right, and then leave that up and leave it running in the background of your presentation, and then just make sure that you've got your presentation sorted out for your meeting. Thank you very much, we'll see you next time. Right, okay, I've got a meeting, right, okay, let's get into my, let's get my clicker out, right. There's my presentation, okay, and then into Start. Oh, it's with pop-ups, right? Go into Start, and then Control Panel. Where's that? Oh, it's there. I'm on Vista, right? And then go into Mouse, and then into other pointing devices, and we'll make it right-handed because left-click doesn't work, and then I got to put my clicker into the system. Let's get that. Okay. Right. Put it in. Okay. Not that way. The other way around. Right. Put that in. Let's see what's happening. And oh, it's whirring. That means it's found it. Okay. Right. Let's see if it works. Oh, click and click. It's clicking. Oh, another pop-up. Damn it. Right. Go on. Check, see if it works. And then, why isn't it clicking? And then, click. Yay! It works. Oh God, the meeting guys are going to be here in a minute. Let's click it back over there. Right. Now I need to go up and close that. Now, I'll put my presentation on. Hello, businessmen. This is my presentation today. As we can see, my presentation looks something like this, and as I click through it, you can see all the different things come up perfectly. Thank you very much for listening. Oh, mister, you're awesome. You're immediately promoted. Aw, yeah.